Welcome back. You're watching Tampa Bay's Morning Blend. We are continuing our series this morning on bone health, and we started this a couple months ago. So this next segment, you're going to see we're back in our kitchen, which we do miss. But this morning, of course, this month, National Osteoporosis Awareness Month. And today we're going to show you how nutrition plays a part in bone health. So again, we taped this a couple months ago, but the information is still super important. We wanted to bring it to you this morning. So check this out.
All right, listen to this. 1 in 2 women in the U.S. over the age of 50 will have an osteoporotic-related fracture in her lifetime. That's why today, registered dietitian Jenna Braddock is here to talk about nutrition and how it relates to bone health. Good morning. Good to see you again.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we're talking about this. We're continuing this series on bone health because I'm learning so much, and I think it's so important for women to really listen up this morning.
Yeah.
And again, women here in Tampa Bay, this is a big issue.
Yeah, it is a really big issue. And so we want to look at all the ways that we can be engaged with our bone health, and nutrition is a really good place to start.
And I want to, 44 osteoporosis related fractures occur in women in ages 65 years and older right here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
When I say that there's a lot of women struggling with this.
Right. I think that really is what makes it personal. I think in some cases it's something we say, oh, that may happen later in my life. But really a big point today is to start engaged much earlier.
Okay.
Attention.
One of the ways you can do that, obviously, is with nutrition.
Absolutely.
So talk about you. I love the spread that you brought this morning because these are all great examples of maybe what we should be incorporating more.
Yeah, so nutrition can play a helpful and actually powerful role in our bone health. So specifically today, we're going to look at sources of calcium and vitamin D because those are key nutrients not just for good health, but also for strong bones.
Okay.
Yeah, so calcium in particular is the nutrient that's so essential for building strong bones when you're young and helping to maintain that strength as you age. So women 51 and up, they need to get about 1,200 milligrams a day.
Okay.
So we can look at some ways to do that with our food here.
All right. Start with the leafy greens.
That's right.
Here.
So let's talk about plant-based sources of calcium because we don't typically think that first, but all of these are great options for getting calcium in. So dark green vegetables, particularly our leafy greens. We have kale here, we have arugula, we have bok choy and cooked spinach here, and broccoli is a great contender as well. So enjoy these fresh or frozen, but you can also think about incorporating these into everyday foods, like scrambling them in eggs, putting them in your marinara sauce, and even putting them within like a meatball or a meatloaf.
Ooh,
so think creatively.
We can do those.
And then my family favorite way that we do almost every day to get our leafy greens is a smoothie.
Okay.
So just with all the fruits and fun foods in there, it might taste a little bit better if this is not quite your genre. But that's a great way and really easy to get your greens in every day.
I like it. I think that's easy enough. That's something we can all do.
Yep. So another plant-based source that may not be well known is chickpeas or garbanzo beans and sesame seeds as well. And these are really common ingredients in the Mediterranean cuisine.
Yeah.
So great things to include on a daily basis as well.
Right. So you can put those in salads.
Absolutely.
I know,
we can combine these two things and really have some magic happening.
I love it. All right. So let's talk about Greek yogurt, which I know you're a big fan of.
Right. So now we're going to talk about dairy sources. And this is the one that most people would think, calcium and dairy. And I want to specifically call out Greek yogurt because a 1 cup serving has 22% of your recommended daily value of calcium. So really nice concentrated source. And it is such a versatile food. I always have it in my fridge. I do a bunch of stuff with it. So anywhere you need like a tangy topping, like on top of salmon, you can do some Greek yogurt on top.
It's almost like a sour cream alternative.
Absolutely. And we get that dose of calcium in as well. And then another family favorite of mine is just the good old yogurt parfait. So we're getting nice fruit in there as well. And it's a really fun way to enjoy your Greek yogurt.
Okay. Again, I'm all in. I got this.
Let's eat.
Cheese.
Yay. So good news for cheese lovers is that cheese is a good source of calcium.
Okay.
So we're particularly calling out 4 types here, which is brie, cheddar, mozzarella, and
Well, that was
Swiss.
my question. I mean, are all cheeses created equally? Does it?
Well, there's a little bit of nuance within
there,
but our most loved cheeses are good sources of calcium. So good ones to go for.
I love you today. All right, so cheese. And then this is a big one because I think there are a lot of questions surrounding milk. I think we hear a lot that it's got calcium, but now there's so many different types.
I know. Unfortunately, the milk and milk alternative section in the grocery store can be really confusing. But here's the good news. When it comes to cow's milk, it doesn't matter the type, whether it's whole, low fat, or skim. They all give about 300 milligrams of calcium per 1 cup serving. So it doesn't matter the type. Now, when we get into the other areas of non-dairy or alternatives, things like soy milk, almond milk, and even orange juice or other fruit beverages, these products have been fortified with calcium and vitamin D. So they've added them in so they can contribute calcium to your
diet. So you say really look at
well.
those labels.
Yeah, so check it out. Make sure it says on the front, most of them will say calcium and vitamin D fortified, or on the nutrition facts label, you'll see those ingredients as well.
Before we run out of time, anything to avoid?
Yeah, so this is a great question. So there are a couple of things that I think people should be aware of that could negatively impact your bone health, and that's heavy alcohol intake and excessive caffeine intake. So you want to be mindful of that and look to enjoy those in moderation. But what I think is the really big takeaway here is while incorporating nutrition into your life and having calcium-rich sources and doing lifestyle changes are important for bone health and overall health, they may not be enough on their own for women with osteoporosis. So in that case, women who are postmenopausal really should go talk with their doctors about their risk for osteoporosis and develop a bone health plan. And quite frankly, personally, I think all women should be aware of this, and it's never too early to start engaging in your bone health. Don't wait for something to happen. Take action now.
Such great advice. Well, again, if you are watching this morning, maybe you have questions that we didn't even, because there's a lot to dive in here, I think, when it comes to nutrition and certainly bone health in general. TakeChargeOfOsteo.com, I know, is the resource where people can go and get a lot of questions answered for them, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, again, I always learn so much when you're here. Thank you so much for helping us with the series on bone health, and we hope to see you again soon, okay? And of course, again, we'll put more details on our website as well.